Everywhere Jesus went, the regular folks were astonished and amazed. They were blown away not only by his miracles, but by his teaching as well. But there was one place in particular that the folks were just not impressed, and that was his hometown of Nazareth. Now, Jesus was born in Bethlehem, but he was raised in Nazareth. And after being away for a while in full-time ministry, he returned to his hometown. And when he came there to teach in his home synagogue, the folks were especially offended by him. It wasn't really what he said, but the fact that it was coming from him. They were like, who does this guy think he is? I mean, I helped change his diaper in the nursery. I watched him build my house with his daddy. His mama lives just right over there down the street. I went to high school with that dude. Look, I know all of his brothers and sisters. They live right in this community. And now he's come back and acts like he's above us. And then Jesus said these famous words there in Matthew 13. A prophet is not without honor except in his hometown and in his own household. Friends, you step out and try to live for God, just know that some of your biggest doubters will likely be the people in the place that you grew up in. People that you used to play ball with or went to school with or lived on the same street as. These folks and others like them will likely struggle because they knew the old you, but never let their doubt discourage the new you. You just keep following God, speaking the truth of God, and doing what God has called you to do, no matter what they think, because God has a bigger blessing in store for you, greater than those folks could ever understand. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Is this one? Yeah, it's working.
Okay. All right. Let me take that back now that we finally got that fixed out. All right, there we go. And we are live now with a little bit of technical difficulty there in the beginning. Yeah, we're moving again. So sorry for the delay in that as we work everything out. We had to replace a computer this weekend that went out. Just happened. So let's back up on all of this now that we're underway. Big thank you to Brother Ben. I'm sure you got to hear his message. Couldn't hear me. Sorry about that. As we look back on today, let's start from the scratch on this. I got one other button that's not properly working, but it'll be okay. As we go here to take a look, our record highs, record lows, 43, it was 79. 72 back in 1972 was 14. Today's high will be somewhere between 69 and 72, depending upon where you are today. We've got 67 for tomorrow, for today there in Philadelphia. As we come across and we look at Alabama, 60 in Clanton. We'll also see 64 in Demopolis, Alabama today. Not bad at all. This is the threat, as we discovered as I looked and it wasn't coming across a minute ago. Philadelphia is the line of what they're looking at by Wednesday. Now, the one that we've got so far this week not showing this at all. Out to our west will be the level 2. The Meridian area is still holding steady at a level 1. Now, this can change by the time we get to Wednesday. We're roughly 3 days out on this. Check back. We'll be on top of the weather situation for you as we get near that. That's coming on Wednesday, and this will be in the afternoon into Wednesday night hours right after dark. Good morning, Teresa. How are you doing? As we look at the wind possibilities, it looks like the Mississippi Delta will have the issues with the wind on Wednesday. As we look at this, severe storms all across Alabama, but it will be a level 1. We're looking at quarter-size hail, damaging winds of up to 60 miles an hour. Possibility of a brief tornado cannot be ruled out for Alabama as well, and that would hold steady for the Mississippi side as well. Good morning, Penelope. As we look at this, we finally start seeing a cool front way out to our west. It's not going to happen just yet, but we do see that. Let's look at our 7-day forecast. As we see that across this week, 67 today. Wednesday will be the warm day when the storms move in with a high of 77. As we get into Thursday night, 68, 61, still holding steady in those 60s there. As we go all the way, we start seeing a difference there on about the 25th of the month where we get into the 50s. But there's nothing that says old man winter is about to get us at all. We don't have that in the forecast at this point. Something to look at. All right, let's look at our fishing forecast of what we've got for today. Chet's Paint and Body tells us the best time today. We'll start about 7 and run through 9 today. If you got a fish, go by. Chet, send you out there. South wind today, 5 to 10 with gusts of about 25 miles an hour. As we look at that hunting forecast, if you're going to hit the woods today, our best time is going to be a morning hunt from about 8 till 11, if you can get there by then. Your second will be 2 to 3, a little bit earlier than normal to be in the woods. Brought to you by our friends at Collinsville Meats. It's a great time to get there. Now, we got a lot going on this morning when it comes to headlines and things in the news. We're going to tell you about what went on at Tractor Supply. Have you heard about that? What about the grand jury? The second grand jury in a row passes along more advice to the Meridian Police Department. That's just a few of the things that went on over the weekend. Some high-speed car chases that happened right here in the Meridian area. We'll have all of that for you. We're getting into that this morning coming up at 7 o'clock. A new time. I hope you'll join us back in 20 minutes from now as we'll go live with the morning show as Debbie joins us. We'll be live at Fox 30 here, YouTube, Facebook, all these great places. Thank you. We're going to be back in just a few moments. Sorry about that little interruption a little bit ago. We'll get it all taken care of. We'll see you back in just a little bit here. The Scotty Ray Report as we'll go live with Scotty Ray and Debbie. We'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.